Immersion. Go with the best bad idea. Pick one and run. Written by Khatzumoto, posted in October of 2012. So the other day, I was having my non-weekly, weekly family Skype call, and apparently there's this new movie out called Argo or something. I don't know. Kids today with their Facebooks and their Twitters and their Game Boys and bell bottoms. I really don't know what's going on anymore. But anyway, the movie is about Ben Affleck, who plays a mafia gangster, and him and J-Lo travel to Iran during the 1979 revolution to rescue a ring from a computer simulation or something. I don't know. The content of the movie is really beside the point. The point is... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay, I'm back. Okay, no, really though. The movie is based on the true, and if I remember correctly, now declassified, story of how the CIA faked a Hollywood movie shoot and Canadian travel documents in order to go snag some embassy workers who were being taken hostage or something. Again, I'm fuzzy on the details because, 1, I was not even a twinkle in my most definitely not a virgin mother's eye in 1979, and 2, I haven't seen the movie yet. But said movie plan really was a real CIA plan. This was a real idea. And if it sounds like a plot of a movie, a little True Lies-esque, that's because it does. So much so that, apparently, at one point in the movie, and presumably IRL as well, when it's pointed out by the CIA senpai, footnote 1, well, Joshi, really, end footnote, how bad the idea is, Benifer and his CIA's classmate responded to the criticism with something to the effect of, quote, Benifer, there are only bad options. It's about finding the best one. CIA classmate, this is the best bad idea we have. End quote. Like any high-quality movie quote, this one is both funny and profound. Let it never be said that movies cannot teach us how to think and live. They can and they do, for good or ill. My only fear is that my overanalyzing the quote may break it, sort of like trying to explain an aphorism. Like Nassim Taleb says, if you have to explain, there's kinda no point, really. Here at the AJATT, I get a lot of emails from people asking me to critique their personal, I don't know what you'd even call them, curricula, their study plans for Japanese, and kids ask me, hey, is this right? Will this work? Am I doing this right? What do you think of this? I get kids asking me, I'm watching karate videos, is this okay? For a moment, let's just leave aside the fact that my email response rate is close to a perfect 0. Let's ignore what I said about advice on how to take advice. Let's even ignore the paradox of how I give advice that is at least apparently contradictory on many levels. And let's just ask this question. Why does your idea even have to be right? Really? No, really. Are you curing cancer? Are people going to die? Fact. Inaction kills more projects than bad ideas. Inaction kills more projects than bad action kills people. If projects were people, inaction would be genocide. Inaction would be AIDS, malaria, and pins and needles all rolled into one. So should you watch this or that? Should you do this or that? I came all this way to tell you that on a fundamental level, it really doesn't matter. Chillax. Your ideas may all be bad. So what? Just take the best bad one and run with it. Will you get blown away by how right I was when you do something that goes against advice I gave? Perhaps. Will you bark up strange trees and go down weird rabbit holes? Probably. Will you come back and think, dang, I should have done what Khatzumoto told me/us to do? Maybe. But this is not a bad thing, because you've actually been doing things. You will have momentum. Bad ideas are not the enemy. Inertia, the bad kind, not the good kind, is. Standing still is. Doing nothing is. Are there exceptions to this? Are there times when inaction is better than action? Sure. But as far as you're concerned, in 99.999999999999999999999 fake number used for dramatic effect percent of times, places, and occasions, none of those exceptions apply to you. Seriously. So go already. Go with what you've got. It's good enough. It'll do. Run. All your ideas are bad anyway. They all suck. Just pick the least sucky one. Pick one and run. Start something Japanese. Anything.